Hey there, it's Lynda Cromar, and I'm coming to you from Colorado. I am your Simple Freedom coach and help to build your business, whatever it is. Beautiful here, even though it's cold. I really love Colorado, so I don't mind if it's cold. But you know what? I just came back from a big event in our actual local area here in Colorado. We had a Millionaire Mind event, and actually this is the notebook. It's full of notes. And so I wanted to share with you some really good ways that you can actually make sure and put to use the time and effort that you spend on building that list of good things that you found out or that you learned or that ideas that came to you during that event. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. And those notes are golden if you use them correctly. So I'm going to give you a list. I'm going to, and of course, update. Do go ahead and share, and definitely tell me by your hearts how much you appreciate what I'm sharing. So number one, you know what? I often forget to actually look at my notes. And if I don't remember to look at my notes after I have come home and kind of settled in, then I forget all about what's on it. And so it's a really good idea, number one, to review. Review your notes, because there are good things in there. You wrote them down for a reason. They must have meant something to you. So go back in and read your notes again. And new ideas will come to you, or you'll go, why did I write that? And so, you know, sometimes the idea at the time sounded great, and sometimes it doesn't really pan out in the future. So read through them, find what really mattered to you so that you could take action on it. Number two, after you've read through your notes, take a few minutes to write down some new notes of the things that actually made a big impression on you, that were important to you enough that you wrote it down and that you would like to take action on. Number three, what ideas or action steps were you inspired to take during the time you were at that event that you would like to write down so that you won't forget to do it now? Okay, number four, if you were going to buy a particular product that they offered, did you take the action or not? And if you did, what inspired you to do that? Because when you write that down, that's going to help you make a decision on how you're going to take action on it in the future. Welcome, welcome, all the new people that are coming in. If you look at that one step right there, that's going to help you a lot. Did you create a set of action steps based on those notes? If you didn't do it during the time you were there, I would suggest you take the time to do it now. Go over your notes, take the action that is necessary, write them down so that you won't forget. So, and then here's number five. Success in anything is determined by what you do with it. If you just write your notes and then you throw them in a corner somewhere and you never look at them again, they're not really going to do much good for you. So it's what you decide to do with them afterwards that matters. What connections did you make with real people that you want to follow through on? That's important too. You probably put it in your notes, because I usually do. I put a little note somewhere, contact so-and-so afterwards with their phone number, email often, or sometimes I connect with them on Facebook. So I don't know what number I'm up to. Another thing you can do that's really cool is there something in the notes that you took that can help you train others to be more successful in whatever you're doing? In other words, can you take that and turn it into a training? Also, you can also use what you've learned as a piece of content that you can blog, you can video, Periscope like I'm doing now. You can share it as a post on Facebook, on Twitter. There's lots of different ways that you can do that. If you have a permanent place where you put that content, like a blog, then you can refer them to that, and it'll be there permanently, and you can refer to that as well for yourself. So let's go over that again, because I think it's helpful. We had a few people that joined in the middle. So we're talking about how you want to make sure that you're using the notes that you get. Hello, thanks. Using the notes that you took while you were in a live event, and it doesn't matter what kind of a live event, but it's usually educational. And so one of the things that I said at the beginning, and I am guilty of this, is that sometimes I forget to look at it afterwards, and then it's, it goes cold. I don't remember what it was I was writing about. I don't know what the idea was. And another thing to write in, I didn't put it in this list, but when you write notes, don't worry about doing word for word what somebody says. Instead, write your own impressions or ideas that come to your own mind that you think will help you when you get back home from that event. So if you don't look at it, it's not going to help you. So make sure and read through it. Then you're going to write key points, not just word for word, and then you're going to read through that. What ideas or action steps did that inspire you to write down? Or if you didn't write it down, what action steps do you need to write down now that you want to follow through with after you got back from that event? If you did buy something, did you take action on that? Did you get set up properly with it so that you can take advantage of it? Did you create or set a set of action steps based on the new learning that you received while you were at that event? Those action steps are actually going to determine whether you're successful or not, because writing it down doesn't mean much unless you take some action that goes along with it. What are the connections, people that you've connected with that you need to follow through with? Is there somebody that you met that you want to call, or you want to contact them through Facebook, or you want to send them an email or some way to let them know that you remembered them after the event and that you want to continue that relationship? You can also use this as a training tool. When you have learned something, you can always train others, and that makes you look like a leader, and that helps you lock it in even deeper, because whenever you train or teach, you are going to lock in your own learning a lot deeper. Do you use that content, what you just learned, as content on your blog, on a Facebook post, on a Twitter post, on a Periscope, on a video? Anything like that will help you to build a stronger connection to the information that you just received, because 80% of it is going to go away unless you have done something to lock it in. Two ways that really locks it in is to train others, and the other way is to create content out of it, especially videos or periscopes is really good. And I'm giving you a tick by tick of things I've learned in other live events I've been in the past. So I hope this has been helpful to you. I don't hear much from you. I don't know you yet. Tell me more about whether this is helping. I love conversation. This is not just one way. So absolutely tell me what you think. And I will be here every day teaching something or sharing something. And also, did you know that you can have a link on your Periscope that lets them get more connected with you? On mine, I have a training link that lets you be on my free training link, and it lets you learn more about what I teach. So I think really, since we've got several new people, I'm going to go through it one more time so that you don't miss out. If you go to any live events like I do, you want to make sure that you read through it, because if you just put it down and you don't actually look at it and you forget about it, most of that learning goes away. So you want to read through it. You want to write down when you do notes. You want to write key points, not word for word. Or what impressions did you get from the learning that you received? And thanks so much for the hearts. I really appreciate that. What ideas or action steps were you inspired to take based on what you got in your learning? And every time I go over this list again, it's a little bit different. So you're going to get something out of it just by listening to it several times. If you took a step to buy a product or a service that was offered during that event, did you follow through with that? And did you do what you needed to do to make sure you're set up properly with it so that you get, the contact information, the things that you needed? Did you get that? Did you create a set of action steps based on what you learned that you can actually take now? If you didn't, you would want to go over your notes and make sure and do that. By what you do determines your success, because just writing the notes doesn't determine anything. What does is the action that you take afterwards. Did you meet up with anybody that you you had a new connection? Did you take the time to make sure that you were connected with that person, either by email, by phone number, by Facebook, or some other way, so that you can continue that relationship? I did that with the people that I met in this last one I just went to. You can use what you learn in any event as training to help others. You can do a training, and that helps lock it in so that it's a lot more in there, because if you just write things down, you might retain 10 to 20%. If you train on it, you're going to lock in about 80% of what you have learned. And that's much bigger, isn't it? And you also want to use that content. Use it for content. A blog post, a video, a Periscope, a Facebook post, a Twitter post, anywhere where you can share it with other people. That again also helps you to lock it in. If it's a blog post, it becomes a permanent place where that content can live. I hope this has been helpful to you, and thanks a lot for all the hearts. Wow, look at them flying. I got chocolate and yellow hearts, kind of like candy today. Really fun. And do watch the replay if you didn't see the whole thing, because I had a list of about 12 things that can help you when you go to live events. So definitely check that out. And I appreciate the shares as well, because that lets other people that haven't met me before learn from me. And I will be sharing this on my blog. So whenever somebody connects onto my You're So Welcome, Mike, when people are on my list, on my training list, which is on my profile, I turn this into a blog post. And so this information stays permanently on my blog, and that's where you'll get it if you're connected with me. And that's at simplefreedomlc.com, and that is on my profile. You can actually click on that after this broadcast is over and get on my list. And I encourage you to do that. There's no sales on the front end of that. That is just a free training list. So I welcome you to get on that and be part of my personal community. And I hope you guys have a really awesome afternoon. And I will be coming back again tomorrow and sharing more good stuff. Bye for now.